Hey chat, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build an XP farm in Starfield. If you like content like this, make sure you like the video, comment what you want to see next, and subscribe if you're new. Before we can start building our XP farm, we're going to need to come over to the Jameson Mercantile Merchant, and we're going to need to buy a list of resources. Here's the list of resources that we're going to need to buy from this merchant. After you bought your first round of supplies, you're going to want to come over to this chair, sit down, and wait for 48 hours UT time. I say this because the merchant stock, it resets every 48 hours universal time. So knowing this, if the merchant doesn't have what you want, just sit in any chair for 48 hours to reset their stock, and hopefully the item you want comes into their stock. It also makes it useful for when you're selling items to a merchant too, just because a merchant has a set value of credits every time. And on top of that, when you have a farm going and you're mining minerals, it allows you to mass produce said minerals that you're farming for. If it doesn't make any sense to you right now, it'll make sense in the next couple of minutes. Okay, now that you got your full list of resources that you need, what you need to do next is get in your ship, open up your map, exit out of the current solar system, and look for the Narian solar system. Once you found it, enter the solar system and look for a moon called Angerfon. Once you found it, set a waypoint to it and then graph jump to it. Okay, now that we're at the moon, you're going to want to scan the moon for its resources and find a halfway point between iron and aluminum. This will be a bit difficult at first just because it's very hard trying to find a point between these two elements. But once you think you found the halfway point between the two, then go ahead and make a landing point and travel to it. Now that you're here on the moon, you're going to want to scan the area, press the outpost button, and run around until you find an area that gives you iron and aluminum. If you could find any elements alongside with those two, is just a bonus to your farm. And for me here, I got lucky. I got iron, aluminum, and beryllium. Now that you found your elements for mining, open up the drill tab and just scan around just to make sure your mine deposits are big enough. Once your deposits are suitable, go ahead and start placing drills inside of the mining deposits. We're going to want to aim to 5 drills per deposit. Anything more is just a bonus for your farm. This is going to take a little bit, so I'm going to speed up my footage for you. Now that you have your drills placed in each deposit, now you're going to want to switch to your storage tab and place one storage unit in each deposit. Now that you have done that, you're going to want to link your drills to the storage for each deposit. And again, I'm going to speed up my footage just because this takes a little bit to do. Now that you did that, you're going to want to craft a landing pad with shipbuilder. This will allow your ship to land on this pad every time you visit this planet. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move my outpost just a little bit closer to the pad. And this is going to be very important. After you move your outpost, make sure you craft a bed and an industrial workbench. This is very important for this farm. I'm also going to place a research lab in this area too, just that way I could get a head start on researching stuff for my outpost and drills and other stuff. Now that you placed your bed, an industrial workbench, and research lab, you're going to want to switch to the power tab and start placing power arrays alongside the edge of your outpost. This is to power your drills, that way you could start the farm. Now that you've done that, you're going to want to build a transfer container. And after you have built your transfer container, you're then going to want to build solid storages. These are going to collect your resources that are mining. Always remember that the more storage containers you place around your outpost, the more items you are going to get. But for right now, I'm just going to build a simple 2x5 storage system. This will be enough to house all my resources I'm going to be farming. Now that you finish doing that, you're going to want to connect these storage containers all together. Make sure you connect them correctly, or else your storage system will be clogged and you won't get as many resources as you're supposed to. Once you're done doing that, connect the last storage container to the transfer container. Now after you're done doing that, you're going to want to connect each storage system you have on each mining deposit into your storage system. Make sure you connect each of them into the very first storage system you placed. This is to just make sure that every storage system you have gets used. Then finally, once you're done with that, you can now exit build mode and check the transfer container to see if your farm is working. And if you don't, you probably did something wrong with your storage system, so double check and make sure you did that correctly. Now finally, you're going to want to sleep in your bed for 24 local hours. 24 local hours will equal to 140 hours universal time. This means that it will give your mines more time needed to go and fill up your storages you just placed down. Now that your character wakes up, go ahead and check your transfer container, and now it should be full of materials. As you can see, my transfer container, it's full of materials, so I'm just going to spam collect everything. And now to actually begin the XP glitch, you're going to want to interact with your industrial workbench and then craft adaptive frames. Make sure you craft 99 frames at a time to get the full XP bonus from it. Now that you're done crafting literally everything and you ran out of materials, go ahead and leave the industrial workbench and check how many levels you gained. And that's going to be it for today's video. I know this video was kind of like a little bit longer compared to my old ones, but I really hope that this one helps you out. But anyways, if you like this video, make sure you like it, comment what you want to see next, and subscribe if you're new. Bye!